Hello everyone, Captain Hep here. You know that plane that I like to fly around that's got the 4 engines and all the extra guns that everybody hates? Well, over the weekend I actually got to go in one. I actually got to take a tour. So strap in, we go in the fuselage right next to the number 2 engine, and here's the nose. This is where the bombardier would sit. Also, I believe the navigator's table is on the left, which you can't really see at the moment. My bad, sorry about that. I believe those are oxygen tanks right there, and oh dear. And then we have, these are all the cables, like the control cables coming from the cockpit throughout the airplane. You'll see more of those later. Here's the cockpit. Actually a little bit smaller than I'd pictured it, but whatever, it is what it is. It's very cozy. Actually has really good visibility, especially out over the nose. You can see on the left a second ago, this plane has been slightly modernized a bit. It has a digital HSI right below the ADI and a modern ADI. Here we go on the upper ball turret. You can see there the guy would stand a minute ago. And this is the upper ball turret itself. He would be standing looking up through there to fire his M2s. Looking back into the bomb bay. And now just a quick glance at the cockpit and out the pilot's side window. And then we're turning around from the cockpit and we're looking in the bomb bay. This is really narrow. If you hear in the video I say this is actually something about 14 inches wide here at the top and only about 8 inches at the bottom to get through here. Even I had to turn sideways just to kind of squeeze through right there. And I believe those are 500-pound bombs right there, by the way. Obviously don't have any explosives in them, but whatever. A couple of passenger seats and a stack of radios right there. Then obviously we have the radio operator. Speaking of radios, that is an original radio from 1945. He's got his own personal little window so he can see out, has some light. No idea what that is, but I believe that plugs into all his antennas and microphones. And there's our upper turret. Oh dear, going back. Alright, so this is our upper ventral turret, which I couldn't figure out why the gun was so far forward, but it slides on rails back into position, and then this little area right here actually opens up somewhat. We have that stack of radios again, and there's that lower ball turret, which you can see is actually kind of suspended from the ceiling on a frame right there. And yes, can be jettisoned it seems. A little scary thought right there, but is what it is. Also, we've got all that 50 cal ammunition, no idea what that box is. And we have a couple of waste guns right here. That is an oxygen tank right there. A little fella getting in the way. All good. And of course our waste gunners again. And you can't really see. There we go. There's actually a couple of passenger seats strapped to each side just after the waste gunners. Probably not very comfortable. But, oh, there we go. We have an AT-6 that's taking off. I had a bunch of those flying around in formation and everything while I was in here, which was cool. And this is looking back towards the tail gunner, zoomed in back towards the tail gunner, and the tail gunner himself with a little dummy in the back because no one actually wants to ride back there. And that's it, folks. Happy flying.